Hi friends, how are you? Today I'm going to share you a video with a different concept, that is how to enhance RF screens with ABAP code. Before jumping to enhancement concept, I will brief you about other topics like what are RF devices, what is warehouse management system in SAP, and also what is the relation between RF devices and RF screens. From SAP point of view, RF devices are radio frequency devices. They are used in warehouse management system. In layman words, warehouse management is a place where a company can place the goods. If you take a retail company as an example, they have stores at different locations and also some distribution centers. The retailer may not produce or manufacture all the items what they are selling. They will buy the goods or items from different vendors. And also all the items may not display at the store. Before that they will be stored at a place. That place we can refer as a warehouse management. There are different processes for warehouse management like inbound, outbound or internal. Outbound means we are sending the goods from warehouse to external system. Internal means we can place items in the same warehouse one place to the another place. All these operations should be stored in the SAP system. If you take a simple scenario, if the retailer wants to buy some items from a vendor, he creates a purchase order for that vendor. After receiving the purchase order, that vendor will send the goods to the retailer. That means retailer receiving a inbound delivery from vendor. Against to inbound delivery, he creates a goods receipt. The goods will be reached to the warehouse management common area or staging area. Then warehouse management staff should place these items into particular places in warehouse. Here RF devices will play major role. RF devices are used to automate the manual process in warehouse management, like scanning barcodes, labels. These RF devices are connected to SAP console. SAP console will connect it to the backend SAP. Each RF device contains a telnet connection that is indirectly connected to the SAP console. With this communication, RF devices can directly interact with the SAP system. They can get data from SAP. Same way, they can send data to SAP. Today, our topic is enhancing RF screens. I am taking a scenario with transaction code LM45. LM45 is a standard transaction with the standard screen. But sometimes based on the business requirement, user may need additional fields to the standard screen. Now we will see how to enhance the standard screen with the new fields. LM45 is used for picking and packing. As I said just now, warehouse management is a place to keep all the items or goods. From warehouse management, we have to send goods to the store, for example. We have to get all the goods from the place and we pack that goods and send it to the store. In warehouse management terminology, and getting the goods from different places in warehouse management, we'll call it as a picking. After picking the goods, we have to pack them. For that, there is a standard transaction LM45. Here I explain the steps required for RF screen enhancement. In first step, we have to get the logical screen number. To get the logical screen number, we have to go to the RF transaction. In this case, LM45. There we have to use the Control Shift F1. A pop-up will be opened. From that pop-up, we have to get the logical screen number. In second step, we'll get the actual screen number from SPRO. In RF screen enhancement, we need three types of screens. One is the logical screen, second one is the actual screen, the third one is the dummy screen. In dummy screen, we'll get the screen enhancement or screen exit. After receiving the logical and actual screen numbers, we have to go to SC80 transaction. There we have to give the function group. Function group name is LMOB. It will display big list of object names. From there, we have to identify a dummy screen. Dummy screen look like 1 followed by logical screen number. For example, logical screen number is 650. Dummy screen will look like 1650. If you open the dummy screen, we can see the screen exit, and also we can see a program name SAP LX LHU. Then we have to copy the actual screen. While copying, it will ask for the program name and also a screen number. Here we have to give the program name what you got from the dummy screen, and screen number for custom screens always start with the number 9. That makes the difference from standard screen to custom screen. From SC80, if you change the function group to XLHU, there you can see the newly created custom screen. As per our requirement, we can add new fields to the custom screen here. After adding new fields, we have to do some user profile and screen configurations using the LRFMD transaction. This is the main transaction to do the configuration related to RF screens. Now I will show a screenshot for each step here. First, we have to get the logical screen number. For that, we have to go to transaction LM45. You can see the screen like this, pick and pack. There we have to click on the Control Shift plus F1 and pop-up will appear. There we have to get the screen number. Next, we have to get the actual screen number using transaction code SPRO. Here we have to go to logistics execution, then mobile data entry. There we have to click on the define screen management option. Once you click on the screen management, you can see the screen like this. Here we can see the module pool program and also narrow format and logical screen number, also actual screen number. The screen formats can be two types. One is the narrow format, another one is the large format. That depends on the RF devices. RF devices can be two types. One with the 8 lines with the 40 characters, other one is 60 lines with the 20 characters. Here we are using the narrow format, means that contains the 8 lines with 40 characters. The narrow format is 60 lines with the 20 characters. Here 2650 is actual screen number. Already we know the 650 is the logical screen number. Using that logical screen number, we can identify which actual screen number is related to this transaction. Here 650 and actually is 2650. In step number 3, we have to find a dummy screen. Every logical screen should contain a dummy screen, and dummy screen contains a screen exit. Using that screen exit, we can add new fields to customer screen. Here we have to go to transaction SC80. there, you have to give a function group option in the drop down. Also function group name is LMOB. After entering the function group and function group name, it will display list of object names. Here we have to identify which one is related dummy screen for logical screen. As I said before, we can identify the dummy screen using the logical screen number preceding 1. Here dummy screen number is 1650 because logical screen number is 650. If you double click on that 1650, you can see the screen details. This is the screen exit, and also we can see the SAPL XL that is the program name. Using the screen exit, we can add the new fields for standard screen. In fourth step, we have to create a subscreen to add new fields. We will see how to create a subscreen. For that, we need a actual screen. Actual screen is nothing but the standard RF screen. We have to add new fields to actual screen. For that, first we have to copy the actual screen to subscreen. In step number 2, we got the actual screen number 2650. We have to right click on that and choose the copy option. In the pop-up, it will ask for the program name and screen number. The program name we got in step number 3 as a dummy screen. We have to provide that program name. Then we have to give the screen number starting with the 9. 9 means that is the custom screens. Now custom screen is created with the screen number 9650. In next step we have to add new fields to custom screen 9650. We can see the newly created custom screen from SCAT transaction. Here we have to give a function group XLHU. This is a 9650 is a newly created custom screen. We can see starting with the 9s means custom screens. Standard screens won't start with the 9. Click on the 9650, give some description, and also we have to change the screen type from normal to the subscreen because this is a subscreen. We are adding the subscreen to the main screen, normal screen. And also subscreens doesn't contain the OK code. We have to remove that OK code from element list. This is the element list tab. From there we have to remove the OK code. From element list we have to remove the OK code here. In last step, in the flow logic, we have to add new fields and need to configure in the standard transaction. Once you click on the flow logic form painter, you can see the screen. Here we can add the different serial numbers. How to add means just to you have to select the label here. This one is the label, this one is the input and output field. You can add here. At this step, we are able to create a custom screen and also we added the new fields to the custom screen. The screen type is subscreen. In CMOD transaction code, we have to create a project. For that project, we have to assign a enhancement component MWM RF650. If you want to find a component, you have to go to SMOD transaction. There you can try with the F4 help by using the MWMRF. Here M is the material management, WMN is warehouse management, RF is the radio frequency. Then you can use the star F4, you will get the screen numbers. Here our logical screen number is 650. By using that we can identify this. Here we are adding a custom subscreen to standard one because that is the screen exit. Once we have done the component assignment and the screen exit, we have to activate the CMOD project. CMOD is a transaction code to create a new project. Here we have to assign a custom screen to screen management in SPRO. The navigation for SPRO is same as step number 2, but there we are using the display mode. Here we have to use the change mode to add a new entry. The module pool, screen format and logical screen are same, but only the difference is variant and actual screen. Here variant we have to give the 01 and actual screen what we created is a custom screen. Screen is configured. Now user has to assign to the particular queue. For queue assignment, we have to use the transaction code LFRMD. After this configuration only, user can run the transaction code. As input, we have to provide the warehouse number, user, and also screen format. And the main thing is variant. Now, if the user runs the LM45 transaction, he can see the newly added fields. Now we will see how the screen looks before enhancement or after enhancement. LM45 transaction look like this before enhancement. After enhancement, it look like this with the new fields. Hi guys, I hope this video will help you. Thanks for watching my videos. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. I am signing off the day. See you in next video. Thank you.